Hello everybody and welcome back to Boss Bites. I'm the Bkbossman and we are back on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So we're going to take a little flight around Paris today and we're going to have a little exploration, see all the things that there are to see. But first things first, flaps down, throttle back, let's get this bird up in the air. We're going to head straight down the runway towards the River Seine where we're going to see the majority of our things we're looking at today. 80 knots, pick her up. A little bit of crosswind going today and it is a horrible day. It is absolutely chucking it down. But we will get to see plenty anyway. We're going to take this nice and slow and nice and low. Flaps back. Throttle down a bit. And let's see what we can find. Just taking a nice and slow slide. There's the Sacre-Cœur Basilica. We're not going for that one just yet. We're heading towards the east firstly. Obviously southwest just for now until we get towards the river, and then we'll start to see some more of our landmarks that we're going to have a quick look at. Again, another amazingly sprawling city, and it's amazing just how much detail is in this new flight simulator. The fact that they use real-time data for mapping and the like. Before I was so rudely interrupted by the tower there. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's have a little look at what is ahead of us. You can see the Eiffel Tower in the distance. We can see, obviously, the Sacre-Cœur is labelled there. We're going to take all these things, we're going to get nice and close. I've got a few fun facts for each one. But we'll get ourselves nice and close to each one. So let's start off with the Sacre-Cœur. So the Sacre-Cœur Basilica is a Roman Catholic church. It is the highest point in the city. It was completed in 1914 and it was consecrated in 1919. There we go. Sorry, lost my facts there for a second. Let's just slow this right down and have a little look. So that's it just there. You see it underneath my right wingtip there? That is the Sacre-Cœur Basilica. I'll come back for another low pass of that in just a second. With the Grand Palais in front of us, that was actually built for art exhibitions, much in the same way the Crystal Palace was built in the UK before it was burnt down. And it has a 240-metre long opening hall, and the roof is made of glass, which, because in those days you had to make big glass roofs because nobody had electricity. It was mostly done for exhibitions of innovation and modernity, is the correct pronunciation of what they used to say for it. There it is, the Grand Palais. Look at that glass roof, that is immense. Les Invalides, this is the place just in front of us. Now it might seem like a bit of a cruel name to call some place, but it was actually designed as a place for war veterans. In the 17th century, it has buildings and courtyards and churches. It also holds the highest dome in Paris at 107 metres. You see the big dome just there off of our left wingtip. Let's get ourselves a little bit of space actually, let's just warm this up a little bit higher. Now one of the things I want to show you, I can't actually show you because it isn't in terms of buildings, actually on the building. And that is the Notre Dame Cathedral. We'll be able to see the top of it with the mapping, but we'll go and have a look at that. And Notre Dame was built in 1345, and the word Notre Dame means Our Lady of Paris. And that's it just in front of me now, literally underneath my nose, between the nose and the left wingtip. That's it there. It's obviously not been modelled in, but obviously if we find somebody who's done the modelling for Paris, I'm sure that's going to be something that's going to be added in. Let's get a little bit of distance and then we'll come back in to finish off some more. What we're going to circle back to the Louvre Gallery. Let's just slow her down a little bit. Not too much though, we don't want to stall. We're stalling. Come on, get that throttle up. That would have been embarrassing. Come on, spin her around. Up she comes. Okay, right, so in front of us, just to the right, we have the Louvre Gallery. And you'll find at the Louvre Gallery that it has the largest collection of worldwide collections. It was originally built as a castle and converted into a museum in 1793. Most distinguished feature, if you have a look at the Louvre Gallery as we go past, you can see it, is the giant glass pyramid that we'll see just in a second. There it is, just in front of me. There is the Louvre Museum. Lovely gardens there at the front of it. Oh, Luxembourg Palace, we missed you out. Let's do a circle back for that one. The Luxembourg Palace was originally designed and built for Marie de Medici, the mother of Louis XIII. Let's get that angle right for that. Come on, round you come. And it was originally built between 1615 and 1645. And it is currently the seat of the Senate of the Fifth Republic. So that just leaves a little turn back in this direction over here. We're going to head over to our last two sections. Now you might be able to guess what these ones are going to be. First and foremost, directly ahead of us we have the Eiffel Tower. That was completed in 1889 under a company directed by a man named Gustave Eiffel, hence the name the Eiffel Tower. It is 324 meters tall and it has 3 floors, serviced by 8 elevators. But on the first floor there is an ice rink. Let's see if we can get close enough to have a look. Throttle back a little bit. Apparently on that first floor right there, there is actually an ice rink there. And we're going to circle around and just get ourselves a little bit more height, and we'll have a closer look at the top area as well, up on the 3rd floor. Oh, there's a surprise one there for you, which I don't have any information about, but that is actually the Arc de Triomphe. There it is. It means one of those roads off there is the Champs-Élysées. That was unexpected. Let's circle back to that last bit of the Eiffel Tower. I shall tell you about the Trocadero Gardens to the right, or Jardin de Trocadero as it is called in France. Throttle all the way back please. There we have it, the top of the Eiffel Tower there. 324 meters. So finally we have the Trocadero Gardens. And the gardens are have something going on called the Fountains of Warsaw. And it's a water mirror with 12 meter water columns. Water jets there. 24 4-meter water columns and 10 water arcs as well, 2 water arches, and it all works down slowly towards the Seine there. There's several different areas to that. Let's just take a nice little one last spin over there and another last look at the Eiffel Tower there. There's Invalids. And what we'll do is we're going to head back past the Sacré-Cœur and find our way back to the airport where we first started. At which point we'll have a landing. Over the River Seine there. Just need to find our angle for that airport ahead of us. Pretty sure we weren't that far out. With this amount of fog, working on visual flight rules, we are going to possibly have to have a look over. Love how this game stutters and fumbles some days. We're probably going to have to do a quick fly past to the airport to figure out where we need to be first. Probably should have took a bearing first. Okay, there's our airport. Throttle back. Let's try ATC and our way in. Bourget. Shoot tower. Crest, full stop landing.
Tower Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is 5 miles southwest with Golf to land. Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Tower. Fly left traffic runway 21.
Runway 21, that looks like... We have a runway 21 if we turn it over this way now.
Enter left traffic runway 21 Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
I believe that's the dotted one just ahead of me. That'll be nice. It's a nice clean landing here. Balance that throttle a little bit. Nice and low, nice and slow. There, a little more throttle, seems to be a little short right now. We'll get there. Prepare for 0 throttle. There we go. We are there. We're going to grass it a bit. I think we might grass it a little bit. Oh, a little bit flappy there, but I think we got it. I think I might have landed on the wrong one. That's what happens when you try and land and you can't see where you're going. we'll clear the runway.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
We're down anyway.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, contact ground on 121 decimal niner.
We'll do that just to keep them quiet and happy.
121 decimal niner for Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
So, that was Paris. In the most atrocious weather I've flown in yet. Now, I completely forgot before I came on here that I put on real world weather. But we have arrived in one piece anyway, quite happily. Anyway, as I always say, if you do have requests, if you have cities you want to see and places that you want me to do a tour of, then please put that into the likes and the comments. Make sure that I'm aware of them, and I will come back and I will do tours. We'll find all the places that are out there that people want to see. But suggestions are exactly what I'm looking for. I can't think of everywhere in the world, but if you could think of somewhere that's amazing and needs to be seen on this game, then please let me know. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. It does help me to work out what people are enjoying with my videos. And other than that, I am the Bkbossman, and thank you very much for watching Boss Bites.